and welcome back to Digital Asset Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. Coinbase now has over 90 billion USD in assets on platform. That's massive. Coinbase saw a whopping growth in 2020 as Bitcoin rallied to close out the year, and the new numbers published on the Coinbase About page Friday show the exchange now has over 90 billion USD in assets on the platform and over 43 million registered users. An Internet Archive snapshot from as recently as last week shows 25 billion USD in assets on platform, though it's unclear when that data was collected. So the updated figures were part of the collected Coinbase 2020 year in review and current as of December 31st, 2020. The law decoded bank payments going global with stablecoins and CBDCs is January 15th through 2022. Retail users may have to wait in much of the world. However, it may be too late for resolutions and too early for Lent. But lacking any discrete occasion, it would still like to give up the U.S. political news for a while, or at least for the duration of one law decoded. Fortunately, in the spirit of going international and leaving the bonkers election cycle of the U.S., blockchain tech and stablecoins are playing a major role in the latest developments in cross-border payments and settlements. So into the next article, cross-border CBDC DLT projects planned by Central Bank Innovation Hub. Today, the Bank for International Settlements, BIS Innovation Hub, outlined its roadmap of work with central banks, which includes several central bank digital currency CBDC projects, as well as distributed ledger technology DLT solution for retail green bonds. 4 projects were outlined, and 2 are new initiatives, and 3 are for wholesale CBDCs or bank-to-bank usage. So in the discussion, they get into the retail CBDCs and the wholesale CBDCs. So we'll see how this plays out. One of the greatest assets for retail aspects would be Stellar XLM, and one for the wholesale would be Ripple's XRP. But we'll see if there already are projects designed on Stellar. But I think the aspect is basically to transfer them, where Stellar is more designed to be basis of all currency, where XRP is mostly designed for the wholesale institutional enterprise level, but it's to mostly bridge all of the assets, not so much be the CBDC. So we'll see how the future continues to unfold and how that plays out. So the Central Bank of Central Banks is building a CBDC settlement platform, and that's where the CBDC trials worldwide this year, that's where the focus is of 2021. So according to the annual program, the BISIH plans to explore the feasibility of faster and cheaper cross-border payments using central bank digital currencies. The BISIH also stated it will explore prototypes of tiered retail CBDC distribution architectures and distributed ledgers to issue tokenized green bonds to retail investors. And again, the retail side is something, as we mentioned before, that shines running on Stellar. So Japan rallies behind XRP as Ripple faces the U.S. litigation. And unlike the U.S., the Japan considers XRP to be a cryptocurrency, not a security. No need to really go into that because we know Yoshitaka Kitao, running the SBI, has stated to get 80% of the Japan banks connected to Ripple and XRP. And he's also on the board of Ripple itself. Not to mention, an SBI Holdings has a 10.5% ownership of Ripple, the company. So it's obviously in Yoshitaka Kitao's best interest to make sure and be assured that Japan sees it exactly this way. Another thing I want to go into really quick, the coin market cap. XRP has dropped down from 3rd position into the 5th. Current price is 27 cents, and it's up 0.9%. For the dailies. And then we're going to scroll down into Stellar, currently at 0.2697 cents and up 0.72%. Then I want to scroll down really quick and just check the price of VeChain before we go. Currently holding strong at 0.03 0.038 cents, down 0.92% for the dailies, the 24-hour. So those obviously are top 3 projects, favorite projects of this channel, and they're still holding in the top 25. We'll see where this goes over the next year. I would expect to see Stellar move up in probably to the top 10 somewhere by Christmas. We'll see how it plays out. It's not a big deal either which way, because we know XRP and XLM are going to eventually take off once they have the clarity that's needed. Before we go, I want to leave you with a thought. Mindset is what separates the best from the rest. And you can take that in any aspect of your life, but specifically today, I want you to think about that as far as your investments. One thing we pretty much state here on this channel is don't FOMO into projects. It's going to happen. Be careful, be cautious. But the reason we say that is exactly this. If you invest what you can afford to lose, throw away, burn, give away, something that you would not miss. Even if you take, say, $5, $10 today and hold it for a week. If you don't miss it, invest that. That's the perspective we do for a cautious, safe way of investing. And the reason is this. It's not that the investment is going to crash, because you only lose if you sell. And if you research your projects and you know them with confidence that they have a solid team, a solid project, solid connections, then you're probably going to be very safe. And as we state our favorites on this channel, let's keep it at the top 3 would be Ripple's XRP, Stellar's XLM, and VeChain's VET. So those projects have a very solid global connection and a very solid team, utility, and a use case that continues to grow daily, not shrink. So the reason we say that is if you invest what you can afford to lose, it's not the thought process that you're going to lose it. It's the thought process that you can invest it and forget about it. What that means is that you can hold it for a longer period of time until you can reach higher investment levels. You can reach higher goals, reach higher returns, the ROI. So that's the perspective that we say it from, to invest cautiously. People who tend to overinvest dump a little bit more finances in today than they could really afford to hold, even into many times next month. So it builds up a lot of stress, hoping that this takes off before the next paycheck, the next bills are due, so to speak. But if you invest what you can afford to throw away, you can afford to invest it and hold it and forget about it until it gets to the higher amount and reaches your ROI goal. And don't forget to write those down so that you can stay on those, stay focused, and stay committed to your end game. All right, guys, just want to remind you, it's not financial advice. It's just for entertainment purposes only. Much love to each one of you. We will catch you in the next one.